Alright, so we're out here and we're going to try to make another run of 43 Spanish, and we're going to change the bullet and do some other things. Now, first thing is, I want to make it clear to everybody, you guys that follow me, if you use my techniques and I give you bullet diameters and bullet shapes and say it is for smokeless powder, it is for smokeless powder. You can't substitute it with black powder or black powder substitute or something else, because what I'm going to do here is change the bullet diameter. Now, we use the bullets from the one mold specifically made for the 43 Spanish, which is about a 439 or so, and that's what the mold's designed to drop, and that's the bullet, about 439. Didn't work well. So what I've done is I got some bullets made out of a Lyman. The mold number is 2640110. So that's 2640110. Alright, this is for the 43 Mauser. Now the difference between this is this bullet comes out supposedly 446, which is the diameter you're supposed to use for the Mauser. So this bullet diameter cast, what I got is about 446. Alright. Where that one was 439. Alright, so what I'm going to do is size this, and I had a custom sizing die made. I'm going to size them, and they're going to come out to 442, 443. Okay, so this is going 2 to 3 thousandths over the groove diameter of the 43 Spanish. So this bullet is already bigger than the groove diameter when it starts off. That's what's going to give us the accuracy. You cannot try to use this technique with black powder because there's nowhere for the fouling to go, and you're going to have wicked pressure. No matter how light of a load, you're going to add just more pressure with each shot you fire. So this is specifically for smokeless powder. So now, two other things. This bullet has a specific groove, crimp groove in it, which the other one doesn't. So we got to take that into consideration. Okay, the one for the 43 Spanish is the correct weight of 370 thousandths. The one for the 43 Mauser, a little bit lighter. It's 350 thousandths. So 350 grains. 350 grains as compared to 370 grains. 20 grain difference. A little bit of a difference, but not that great. Okay, so, and there is no groove for a crimp. Even though the bullets are very close in length, slightly off, so ain't no big deal because it is a single shot gun. So to compensate for that, we're either going to have to crimp it above the lube groove or crimp it and leave a lube groove exposed and crimp on the top of the bottom of the lube groove to get a crimp. But also, I had problems with neck tension. And see, I've addressed this problem before, but what happened is when I went and did my experimentation, the powder I used, the load I got out of cartridges of the world, this bullet was going well over 1,500 feet per second, which is a little too fast, and I had to stop, tore it down, and never did it. So another problem I had with the initial load, with the undersized bullets, is I wasn't getting the proper neck tension, because the brass is just about at 430. So they would actually slide in there, and you were hoping the crimp would hold it in a crimp groove to give you the proper tension, which could have affected the accuracy. So The undersized bullet, see, with black powder, you would compress the powder, put the bullet down on top of it, then crimp it, and it's all held together. And the black powder uses a different force and bumps the undersized bullet up. We're going with smokeless. We're going to have a way oversized bullet. So using black powder is out, number one. And number two, I can trick this out to where I get my proper 2000 neck tension using this plug. And this plug, put a little step in the neck so I can get the bullet started, then compress it down to 2-3 neck tension in the case, which should help. So I had this all planned out. I'm still going to use 5744, but because I'm using a way oversized bullet, we're going to have to really take this slow, because now you got the danger of a severe pressure increase with the oversized bullet. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. So right now I'm sizing 20 bullets, and the only thing else I'll show you is how I expand the neck. Would be the only other different thing here. And it's just a standard, just like the other video I made where I reload. The only thing is the plug is a different size. And the plug is custom made to fit this bullet, sized as I chose it. I had this custom made plug. And I'm going to back off and then go run another series of test loads and work up the load again with the chronograph. Now this is where a chronograph is important. You just don't kind of take it and shoot out there and go, yeah, it feels all right. You have to see if something's wrong and you're getting velocities way out of control. So let me get finished here. I'm going to size up these bullets, put the sizer away. I'm just going to do 20 rounds to run a development thing. And I'll show you how I expand the neck. And basically it's back to that again. I'll show you where I decided to crimp it too. Give you some advice on that. Well, okay, once I realized I really didn't have the correct neck expansion die, I had to take one from another project I was working on that I screwed up that was bigger and cut it down. It was actually for a 5070, which has a unique size thread and it's expanding die, which doesn't go in alignment M die. So I made it, couldn't get it to fit. So I had to find that die. And basically what you want to do is take that oversized bullet and get it to where that base just starts in the neck there. You know, just get it started to where to line up and not quite shave. Just like that. And it's got 2000 neck tension. Now once I load these, seat them, and like I said, now you got a choice. You could either seat below that groove, you know, and leave the groove exposed, or go just above it and then crimp it right on there. With the neck tension, I believe I'm going to seat it to where I cover up my lubrication grooves just a hair and then run it up the crimp die. Very light little crimp, just basically to fold the brass back against the bullet. And then we're going to try this round with the oversized bullet and a new load. I'll show you a bullet once I get done. But yeah, see, just one small glitch and 2-3 hours out of the day are burned up just trying to straighten it out. So we're working on it. Alright, we're going to wrap up the video on what I did to try to correct the problem reloading for the 43 Spanish. There's our bullet, our Mauser bullet, seated down past the last grease groove and then crimped. Basically, we're going to try the oversized bullet. It's only 20 grains lighter, so I just backed off the powder charge a grain or two, then went back down to C. And again, like I said, when you're using a bullet that is well over the groove diameter by 2-3 thousandths like I like to, you kind of back it off see what you get. We're going to run these on a chronograph and see if we can't get some accuracy out of those two guns. So that's my first try without getting a custom bullet mold or anything, just using off the shelf stuff, a little modification, see if I can get some better results.